What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Luke Vaughn. I'm back with another podcast. I am back with another Keeping It Real podcast. We are turning up. It is the weekend. We are here. We are live. We are turning up. It is very exciting. I know I haven't made a podcast in a while, but I'm back. I'm here. Like I said in my last podcast, I've been dealing with a lot of personal issues. Nah, I'm just kidding. I've been dealing with some technological issues, just trying to deal with storage and recording and audio and camera equipment and all this stuff that I've never, ever dealt with before. And I'm trying to organize it and deal with it and figure it out. I also went camping. If you guys do not know, I have a personal vlog where I like to, record running, fishing, traveling, stuff like that. And if you want to check that out, the link will be in my description. That is my personal vlog. It's just Luke Vaughn on YouTube. And I went camping in central Pennsylvania at Penns Creek in Pope State Park in Bald Eagle State Forest. And it was really beautiful. I went out there with a few of my friends, and we were about almost 20 miles into the woods. We were in this small little community, and 20 miles past that into the woods, we reached a campsite, and we kind of just unpacked, had a tent. There were some fishing people there. They were fishing. We were fishing. A lot of fly fishermen. Your boy doesn't fly fish. So we were a little out of our element, actually, if you want me to be honest with you guys. We were shown up by some quality fishermen, but it's all good. We caught some small fish. Nothing big, nothing to brag about, but it was definitely fun. It was nice to get away. There was no service, so we couldn't use our cell phones, which in hindsight was a blessing in disguise. I mean, I kind of knew it was going to be a good thing, but that's kind of why I went out there, to get away from everything anyway. So the fact that our phones were not working was really low-key helpful, I'll be honest. And I'm really happy that we went out there, and maybe we'll go back. But Pope State Park held it down, central Pennsylvania. First time I ever went fishing. First time I ever went camping in central Pennsylvania. So it was a first time experience. Like I said, there's going to be a vlog that I'm going to be posting within the next few days. If you guys want to check out my freaking personal YouTube, link will be in this description. But what's going on, everybody? I'm back with another Keeping It Real podcast. Like I said, I'm going to be trying to really hold it down for 2 podcasts a week. This is going to be posted Saturday morning. This is going to be posted Saturday morning. I'm probably going to be posting, Saturday mornings, maybe Tuesday nights, Monday mornings, or Monday nights, excuse me. But at least 2 podcasts a week. Like I said in my other podcast, I got another mic. Dude, I don't want to be breathing in here. I want to be talking right, but I don't want to breathe in here. I got another mic. I got another chair, and very, 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 very soon I'm going to be interviewing people. I'm going to be interviewing people about, what they're doing, what their plan is in life, what they're offering themselves in life, what they're chasing goals. Different people are doing so many different things in the world. So I'm so interested in people. I'm so interested in new things. So I'm very happy to announce that not this podcast, possibly not the next podcast, but within the month of June and then upcoming July, I'm going to start having guests on. Every once in a while, I'm going to be having solo podcasts for sure, holding it down, talking about what I'm talking about, doing my thing. But we're just going to be upgrading this podcast, taking it to the next level. I got my soundboard. I'm going to start adding some audio effects, having some fun stuff like that, keeping the cool little studio. I like the wood background. I like that stuff. We like the little relax sign. But I like this little centerpiece right here. I think I'm going to have a chair here, and then a chair over here, another boomstick over here. And hopefully talk to somebody else, talk to some other people, talk to some men, some women, some people of substance, some people that have something to talk about. But I'm really excited to tell you guys that we're really taking this Keeping It Real podcast to the next level, taking it to the next level. But that's the only thing we can do. Try to take it to the next level. I know the world has been crazy right now, so that's a part of why I went camping. It was just so much madness. The news is everything is just so negative. Everything is so insane. Everything is so wild. I wanted to go camping and came back. It's a little bit more, I guess you could say a little bit more positive news, a little bit higher quality interactions in life. I don't know. But the craziness seemed to subside just a little bit. It's still it's wild out there. It's insane. I talked about it a little bit before, but I'm not going to be harping on that stuff. I got other things to talk about. But yeah, it's just I hope everybody's trying to figure out themselves, Corona, they lifting up this Corona, whatever it may be, this lockdown. So I mean, like I said before in my other podcast, hopefully you guys did not waste your time with this Corona lockdown, because you guys could have used your time very valuably. I can't think of the word. I can't even pronounce the word. But yeah, I'm back with another podcast, and I'm going to be holding it down. If you guys have not checked out the Keeping It Real podcast on Instagram, bang right there, link in the description. Check out the Keeping It Real podcast on Instagram. We're going to be posting some clips, some previews, some post views, whatever it may be, some different things on the Instagram. But go check out my Instagram at Keeping It Real podcast. And yeah, let's get right into this podcast. We talking about everything. We talking about everything. Remember all the Vice special? Dude, Vice used to make some really quality. I mean, they still do. Vice still holds it down every once in a while, but they used to make some really cool stuff about like nature people. And they had this guy, Hymo Korth, who lives in northern Alaska, in the northern Alaska forest. And he's been living out there for years. He's got a wife. He's got family members out. He's got 2 kids. He actually had a daughter, and his firstborn daughter actually died in a canoe accident. She drowned and died in the freezing river, which is very, very sad. But he's been living out there for years, just kind of being like a nomad. Not really a nomad having a home, but being like a hunter-gatherer and just living one of those lives. So he just finds happiness in that. And I just thought it was so fascinating watching that. And the Vice guys go out there and live with him for like a few days. I thought it was super cool. Some of those Vice guys really were cool. They were down for anything. They would be doing some crazy stuff. Going to the Missouri freaking Ozark and doing with the carp fishing guys. Those were all those like weird Vice specials where it's like hillbilly towns and northern Alaskan villages and stuff like that. I think they're so fascinating. They haven't really made them in a while. That was a big like 2014 to 2016 video trend thing that they were doing. They haven't done that in a while, but they've reposted a bunch of stuff. But shout out to Vice for doing that stuff. If you guys want to check that out, it's a pretty cool. Guy named Hymo Korth, Himo Korth, basically North, but with a K. And yeah, he just lived out in northern Alaska, man. Living the life, though. I mean, I don't know if he's living the life. It's freezing cold and there's grizzly bears and shit. But he's living the life, the no one disturbing him life. So it's just fascinating. It's just fascinating to see people live like that. When you live, I live like 2 hours away from New York City, and my dad works in New York City and stuff like that. So it's like, damn, you go from that and then go from people that the closest town is like 140 miles away. Like that's absurd. That's insane to think about. But man, people live like that. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's craziness. That's crazy. I wanted to talk about coyotes. I thought this was so fascinating. So where I'm from, I live close to a park. So you hear the coyotes sometimes at night. You really hear them scream. And what they're doing is they're low-key calling roll. So it's like, howl. So all the coyotes would like howl back. And what that does, let's say a little park is supposed to hold, let's say 10 coyotes. Let's just say 10 coyotes. And if only 4 or 5 coyotes howl back, the most pregnant mother or the most fertile mother, her body begins to produce more hormones to create more litter to increase the population of coyote in that area, to make sure that the capacity population, whatever it may be, of coyotes is at the right level for that environment, which is so fascinating, which means that they're extremely adaptable. They're so adaptable. The fact that their body just produces more hormones and more litter to create a more sustainable environment for themselves. It's so amazing. Like I found that so fascinating when like you learn about like we were trying to eradicate kind of gray wolves, and they hunt in packs. So if you kind of catch one gray wolf, you can kind of catch the whole thing. But when we did that, we did the same exact strategy with coyotes. What that did was we sent coyotes from just the western side of North America to the whole entire North America. So now coyotes are kind of invasive to like the East Coast and stuff like that, which is insane. Insane that just to show how adaptable they are. They could just live on their own. Like once their pack has to break up, they're like, all right, see you guys later. See you guys never. But yeah, I thought it was fascinating that coyotes kind of howl and they're taking roll and they're kind of like creating more litter and more hormones in their body to, upgrade or increase the population of the coyotes in that area. It's so crazy. Hey, learn something new every day. And then I was watching this like Nat Geo. What's it called? Our Planet, the Netflix thing. I was watching a Netflix documentary on YouTube, which was mad interesting, posted by Netflix, which is mad interesting. But elephants can smell water from kilometers away, like fresh water. They can also locate water by smelling it underneath the ground. So if there's no water and they would have to dig for it, like a spring underneath the surface, they can smell it. That's how strong their scent is. That's insane. And then they use the trunks, which are very powerful muscles. And I think it has a bunch of muscles in the trunk, I think it has like over hundreds of, maybe a few thousand muscles in the elephant trunk. I remember I read a fact like that. Could be wrong, could be making up stuff. But yeah, they smell it underneath the surface. They smell fresh water underneath the surface and they have to begin to dig and like dig it out and go figure out how they're going to drink their own water. That's insane. I thought that was so fascinating that they can smell water. I thought it was fascinating. I don't know. Yo, elephants are wild, yo. But crazy. UFC 250 was litty lit. I have to say that. UFC 250 was litty lit. Amanda Nunes, the champ, she's so tough. She's really a badass. Probably should have stopped that fight in the 4th, 5th round, but that's just my opinion. Rafael Assunção got knocked out at the end of the 2nd round by Cody Garbrandt. I thought that was a really good knockout. I think that's a really good win for Cody Garbrandt. He needed number one, he needed a win. Period. He needed a win on his resume after all this craziness with TJ Dillashaw, and then his comeback fight. He kind of did the same thing against TJ and got knocked out. He fought really well against Assunção. Dropped him in the 1st round and then finished him in the 2nd round. I thought it was really good. He looked really good. He looked very fast. Knocked him out. Looked really good. Looked very powerful. Cody Garbrandt, hopefully he's going to be chasing that title again. He's still young. What is he, like 26 years old? He's still a young kid, so he's doing his thing. Hopefully Cody can really get back to the bag. I'm hyped that he won. Who else? Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley the kid. Shawnee the Calippo. Sugar Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley with the knockout of Eddie Winland. Sean, hasn't really been fighting anybody really of quality, but he's still young in the UFC. He was banned for a year or so, I think, which was kind of some bullshit. But yeah, finally my boy O'Malley has been making some really good strides. Low key, that time off was probably the best thing for him because he was already an up and coming fighter, and they were probably going to throw him to the same people they were throwing him at. And then they were going to throw him to the wolves. So he had 2 years of just full jiu-jitsu training and sparring and stuff like that, of basically just prepping to get thrown to the wolves. So hopefully Sean O'Malley is taking the right steps to really take on the top 15. He looked really good. That knockout looked very smooth. He knocked him out cold. It was pretty badass. But yeah, Sean O'Malley looked good. I'm a big fan of Sugar Sean, and hopefully he can keep the dice rolling when he's doing that thing over there, homie. Let me show you how to keep the dice rolling. Remember that Busta Rhymes? But the most impressive fight that night was Aljamain Sterling against Corey Sandhagen. Aljamain Sterling took Corey Sandhagen for a ride. He took him for a ride and took him for a walk. Took that man to church. I'll be honest. Corey Sandhagen, I don't think was expecting that. He got wrapped up in the first 30 seconds and was like, oh, fuck. Like, what the hell? I thought we were about to fight. Aljamain Sterling looked so impressive. It was really good. He looked so impressive. He should probably fight for the belt. What is he, 135 or 145? I think he's 135. He could be 145, though. I think he's 145. So he's probably going to have to fight Volkanovski and Holloway, right? I think he's or is he 135? He might be 135. And then, I don't know. I don't know, but Cejudo retired. Cejudo called it quits. That was a good podcast if you guys ever wanted to check out Cejudo Rogan. That was a really good one. It just was posted. You know, Rogan was very hyped talking about his fucking psychedelic drugs. But Cejudo's a real one. Cejudo is a real champ, and he's a badass for sure. But yeah, it was an interesting fight. UFC 251 is going to be very interesting. Kamaru Usman, Gilbert Burns. Gilbert Burns is a dog. I'm a big fan of Kamaru Usman. Personally, I want Kamaru Usman to win. You know, I want my boy Usman to stay champ right now. Unless he loses to I don't really want Colby Covington to win, but I think it would be just interesting. I think Colby actually is a pretty good fighter. And Colby would be a good fight. I think Jorge Masvidal would be a good fight. I think the whole Jorge Masvidal issue is kind of annoying. I think maybe Jorge should fight against I think Jorge should probably fight against Conor McGregor at 170. I think that'd be their best bet. I think McGregor especially didn't really like that Dana hated on him. I think that would be an easy fight to sell. I also don't think that they want to fight with nobody in the crowd. I think that really affects their numbers, the pay-per-view numbers, the gate, the money being made is really affected by nobody being in the crowd. And I don't think a lot of the top fighters really want to deal with that. Low key, I think in the beginning, some of the guys were like, yeah, I just want to fight. I just want to get paid. Now it's to the point where it's like, all right, the top guys that can afford, like McGregor, that can really afford it. He's not John Jones. He's not willing to fight. He's not willing to fight like this. Like, they're not going to sign the contract. So it's very interesting. It's very interesting to see the UFC in a position like this, especially that the one of the only sporting events agencies, sporting things going on. There's no other sports going on. You got NASCAR, and no one cares about NASCAR. Let's be real. UFC is holding it down, but they are going through some financial struggles and some personal contract negotiation struggles. So it's really interesting to see. It is really interesting to see. But what are you gonna do? You're gonna have to just hold your damn horses and let these people fight. Let these damn people fight. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Who else was gonna fight on the UFC 51? I'm trying to think. There were some other fighters. I don't know, but oh yeah, Max Holloway, Volkanovski. Max Holloway, Volkanovski is gonna be. I think that's gonna be a really good fight. Hopefully, again, it was a 5-round buster last time. It was a 5-round buster last time. But for God's sakes, Volkanovski is a dog. Volkanovski is really a dog. If you don't know, Volkanovski played rugby. He played basically professional Australian rugby, which is insane. Like professional Australian rugby, there's actually, I was talking about Vice. Vice did a thing about the Australian Rugby League and how intense it is. It's extremely intense. It's extremely intense. So yeah, he used to be like a big, thick pause. he used to be a big, thick rugby guy, and now he's fighting at 145. That's crazy to see him make 145 just ripped to the gills. But he fought Max Holloway the way you have to fight Max Holloway. He brought the fight to Max Holloway with the leg kicks. He brought the thunder to Max Holloway. That's low key, and it worked. That's how you got to fight him. It worked. So it's going to be very, very, very interesting to see Volkanovski, Holloway too. Let's see if Holloway can make the correct changes and adjustments in the game plan that he needed to make in the first fight that he ended up not making. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited for UFC 251. I don't know who else is going to be on that card. I believe the card is going to be pretty stacked. I know Dana White was talking about it. I think it's going to be on Fight Island in Abu Dhabi, Dubai, I believe, something like that, in the Qatar Islands. And it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Dana White is holding it down, though. Sports is going on. That sports is going on. It is lit. It is lit. But boxing, bro, I just got to say, I feel bad for Deontay Wilder. But it's okay because he's still got that bag. He's probably got hundreds of millions of dollars in the bank. So that's okay. But we got Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury agreed on a 2-fight deal. Eddie Hearn just secured the bag. That is fucking lit, dog. That is very lit. I am really excited about that. That's the fight to make. Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury in Wembley Stadium? Where do you do it? Wembley Stadium? I guess you go Wembley Stadium, almost 150,000, right? Is that how many it holds? It holds like 100,000 people. That's insane. I'm excited. I'm excited about that. I don't think they've released the date for the first fight. That's probably not going to be, I bet you it'll be in like the winter time. It'll probably be in like maybe October, November. So then, who knows though, but then Corona might come back. Yo, drop in the comments. Do you think Corona's going to come back with a second wave? Let me know. Do you think Corona's coming back with a second wave? I would say, I mean, low key, I hate to be, I'm trying to be optimistic with this Corona shit, especially with the numbers being so little as they are, you know, especially the news blowing it up out of, the Corona is going to kill everybody. Well, it didn't do that. So, let's take it at surface face value. We might get hit with a second wave though. We might get, you know, that fall season flu might come back, and then we get Corona SARS-2 once again. So who knows what happens? Who knows? I mean, if it doesn't come back, maybe that's going to be a full political agenda. Maybe that's the political agenda they're trying to pull over our face. I don't know what's going to happen. Who knows? It's insane. We're living in a crazy world. We're living in a simulation. That's really what we're living in. I'm kissing the mic and shit. We're living in a damn simulation. And it's all right, though. It's all right. As long as you know it's a simulation, what are you going to do? Everything that happens is inevitable. You just got to change. You just got to control your daily habits and your daily routines. And that's the only thing that you can kind of focus on and control is the things that you do, the reactions that you have. It is what it is. It is what it freaking is. It is what it is right now, dude. I'm freaking pissed as hell. I went to the best trout fishing spot in Pennsylvania, and I caught no damn trout. No damn trout. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But at least we got some UFC to come back to. I came home, and there was I almost forgot that there was UFC. I went out camping, and I came back, and all this UFC, all this freaking craziness is going on Oh, and let's just talk about all the girls. All the girls going gung-ho about all this craziness on social media. Now you're all at the beach just posting your ass at the beach. Shaking my head. Shaking my head at that. I don't know, yo. If I was a girl, would I be doing the same thing? Yo, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Maybe. I feel like if I would, though, I wouldn't be as mad. I feel like I wouldn't be doing the same thing. Maybe make an OnlyFans. Maybe I should make an OnlyFans and just post pictures of my feet, my toenails, paint my toenails. That's crazy, yo. That's insane. People do it, though. People do it. You can do it. If that's what you want to do, get it done. Go secure the bag. OnlyFans. Come on now. Patreon. But what are you going to do? Who am I to judge? Who the hell am I to judge? I'm not judging. I don't care. What? Dude, if I secure the bag, I'm gonna subscribe to all the OnlyFans of the people that I know personally. You know, just to support, just to support them. Just trying to be a good friend. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I knew you growing up. You have an OnlyFans. I'm gonna support you. Pay your bills. Pay these bills, dog. But oh my gosh, what are we talking about? What is even going on? The beaches are open, though. Thankfully. You know they weren't closing the beaches. On it, 90 degrees in the middle of June, and the beach is closed because nobody's dying of this virus. Come on. I mean, a few people have, and also the people that are dying, they may have not died from Corona. It's insane. It's just, it's a lot of craziness going on. It's a lot of craziness. The only thing that I have a problem with is it's now all politically driven. It's all to get a vote. It's all to get a vote, and the vote doesn't go towards the working person. And it's just a little frustrating. It's a little frustrating, and I just don't know if that system's going to work. How is it going to work? People don't like that shit anymore. It's annoying. The top 1% is fucking up everything else for everybody else, and then they don't get blamed for it. Like, how are you going to be in charge of the government, of our financial headquarters, right? Let the fucking 2008 financial crisis happen, and then we bail out these businesses and we pay these people obscene bonuses, obscene $1 billion bonus. That's criminal. Like that's like, how is that? Like, how is that? That's not sustainable. That's not sustainable. People will not be okay with that. I'm not okay with that shit. That shit's bullshit. It's bullshit. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I got to make podcasts. But what are you going to do, man? That's what I'm saying. What are you going to do? I guess we can just vote. I guess we can vote. But then voting, like, does our vote really count? Is our vote really, is it really as powerful as they say it should be? I don't know. I think the one thing that every citizen in America has kind of lost value for is truly voting for local politics. I think that's the biggest thing that we really can control. And also I think a lot of people, probably grow up in a city, in a town where their parents grow up, right? Whatever it may be. Like, let's just say the politics where I live, I don't like them. It is what it is. It is what it is. I live in a state, New Jersey, doesn't have the laws where I just don't want to live like this. The taxes are absurd. It's just not worth it for me. It's just not worth it for the way I want to live. But that's okay, because living in this country, I can go to another state and live in a state where the taxes fit where I want to live. The geography and the economy fits where I want to live. The politics, whatever it may be, fits the way I want. So I think a lot of people have kind of been caught up in just, not even trying to move or figure out, like, oh, well, let's just say Tennessee has really good politics. Maybe I'll just try to figure out how I'm going to start a business in Tennessee. People don't think about that. They get too wrapped up in living in the same place. I think that's a little bit has to do with local politics. I think that's a problem with local politics, but I think local politics has kind of just lost its name, lost its face. I think like current day media is the biggest downfall of everything right now. The fact that all this media is just driven by agendas, and like they're not really giving us good news. They're just giving us bullshit agendas. Like and that's going to come to it. That's not a sustainable business. No one, like anyone that's under the age of anyone that's let's see. I would say anyone under the age of like 30, almost even 40 now, even our 40-year-old generation, are they watching TV? Get the fuck out. Only people like my parents, like 60, like 50, 60, they're watching TV. They're watching the news, because back in the day they couldn't get it. So they had to, the only place you could get it was you get TV and you finally get to know what the fuck's going on in the world. Now you can just figure it out like that. You don't need to watch this. You don't need to watch 3 minutes of commercials to watch a 10-minute scripted bullshit monologue that is completely agenda oriented. It's insane. It's insane. It's insane. And it's our generation's parents that are really like at fault. It truly is. It's our generation's parents that are at fault. It's almost like the baby boomers that are really at fault for all this shit, yo. I'm fucking blaming you for being blind behind the wheel. That's really what it is. They were blind behind the wheel. They were, go get a job. You don't gotta go to school. They didn't fucking know. Oh, I'm just gonna get a job and get my Social Security and get a pension. Coming out of but that's also the times. You're coming out of the Vietnam War, kind of, it's the 60s, the 70s, the 80s. It's a different time. The drugs and stuff are all being flown into this country by the fucking politicians, bro. I'm telling you, bro. This is craziness right now. We're living in a crazy world. We're living in fucking simulation, and it's moving around. Oh my God, I'm smacking the mic. I got the freaking water going on. But man, what are you gonna do? Like I said, what are you gonna do? What are you going to do? I don't know. But, guys, I just want to say, I don't know if I already said this. I don't think I did, but like I said for a while, I'm planning to get this podcast moving so I can talk to people, so I can figure out, what people are doing, what other people around me are interested in, what they're doing, what their goals and aspirations are. So I am getting another microphone very, very shortly. I'm going to be hooking that up very, very shortly. I'm getting another chair. I want to get a comfortable chair. I want to get a comfortable setup for another guest. And yeah, I'm really gonna have, not just me just talking and bullshitting around. I really want to be having, conversations with people. I really enjoy that stuff. So yeah, I just want to let you guys know I'm going to be really working on that the next few times. I've already got some guests coming on. I'm not always going to just every podcast and not just going to be a guest. I might post a podcast Saturday morning with some dude that maybe does something really cool. And then a few days later, I'll post a solo podcast. And then a few days later, post a bunch of, podcasts with people. So whatever it may be, whatever's happening, that's what's going on. We're getting the podcast game moving. I'm trying to take it to the next level and really start working at the podcast and get it moving and start getting it going. So I'm very excited with that. So I want to let you all know that we are really going to be taking this podcast into the next level. And yeah, if you want to check out the Instagram, I think I already talked about it. Link is in the description. But yeah, we're going to be getting people on, picking their brains, picking their minds, figuring out their daily routines, figuring out what they're doing, their goals, their aspirations, their achievements, the crazy things. Some people are crazy. Some people do some crazy things. Some people do some really cool things. Some people do some bad things. Hopefully, I'm not trying to have no bad people on, only good people. But not for real. I just want to let you guys know that I'm definitely going to be interviewing people. I guess it's almost like an interview, I guess you could say. I kind of want to just meet new people, figure out what the hell is this guy doing? What's this guy talking about? What's this guy do? And yeah, just be open to new ideas, new topics. If I don't know. But yeah, just want to let you guys know that I'm getting the microphone. I already got the boomstick. I'm getting the chair. I'm probably just going to get a matching chair. We're going to keep this background. We got the wood background. We got the freaking middle. We got the coffee table little thing right here. We got the centerpiece. But yeah, I just want to let y'all know that it's not just going to be a solo podcast. I've said this for a while now. But yeah, I really wanted to let y'all know that I finally did take the initiative and we're starting to get this thing moving for a double dolo podcast. You know what I'm saying? A double manned pod, not just man, but we're getting some females, get some males, we'll get some whatever it is, whatever you want to identify with. You can come on here and talk to me. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna have some fun podcasting it up. So definitely take that into consideration. It is not just a solo podcast. Keeping It Real podcast is hosted by your boy Luke Vaughn, but it's definitely gonna be it's gonna be an informative podcast. Just different people, different things, different games, different people, different ideas, perspectives. It's really perspective and experience. That's all life is. Just perspective and experience. That's low key. That's what life is, right? Just perspective and experience. What did you experience, and what's your perspective on it? Hashtag that's your life. That's your and what do you do with it? But it'll be really interesting, meeting people, figuring out what they want to talk about, figuring out what it is they do, what people are doing, especially, we're young. I'm sure there's plenty of people that are young, chasing some goals, chasing some aspirations. So have them on the podcast now, and very shortly figure out what the hell they're doing in maybe a few years, few months, what they accomplish, what they come to accomplish. So yeah, definitely give other people a platform, and I'm very happy to do that. So guys, please take into consideration, we are working. We are going to get other people on here, and we're going to really be podcasting it up and having some fun. The coronavirus, social distancing, but I'm Gucci. I'm Gucci on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. I'll take the risk. That's my right as an American citizen. That's my freedom as an American citizen. That's my free will. I can take that risk from coronavirus, but it's cool. It's Gucci. We doing it. Yeah, we out here cooking up on another podcast. I want to also say, if you guys don't know, I've talked about it before. I think I might have already talked about it in the beginning, but my vlog link is in the description. I'm really going to be planning on, traveling and going camping and fishing and running, basically just adventuring. I'll be honest, basically just adventuring. I do run and I like to fish. But with that, I think I'm just going to be adventuring and doing those things along. So if you really want to check out my my personal YouTube, link is in the description. I'm really going to be traveling, possibly the whole country. I might drive across the country. My friend just moved to Tennessee, so I'm going to go to Tennessee, a whole road trip down there. I'm probably going to be fishing in the Smoky Mountains, camping in the Smoky Mountains. I'm very excited about that. I'm going to be looking at some land to possibly purchase. So yeah, that's really a big goal and a big task that is on my mind, is trying to get some land to purchase. But I don't want to rush that. I don't want to rush that. So it's very easy to like, oh my God, I got to buy some land. I got to get this thing. But that's kind of the long-term goal. But yeah, for now, I'm just enjoying the podcast. Like I said, I really want to start taking this podcast to the next level, having some people on. You know, that is the whole plan with this damn podcast, is to have some people on. And coronavirus kind of threw me for a loop, so I had to reschedule my shit. But now I'm getting back on the wave now that the world is opening up, and especially my state of New Jersey, the Garden State, baby. We're opening up, and we're getting this ball rolling. We're getting this ball rolling because we can't be shutting this shit down forever. We cannot shut this shit down forever. No cap. No fucking cap. Come on now. But I'm ready to go. I'm feeling hype. I'm feeling good. I'm low-key ready to go for a run. I'll be honest. I got a little poison ivy. On my arm from this damn camping trip. That's the one thing, yo. I got to be careful of this. Like I said, my last podcast, I think I had poison ivy down here. Now I got poison ivy on my arm. But it's craziness. It's getting better. It's low-key going away. But what are you going to do? Like I said, let me know in the comments. Do you think sports is coming back? I've asked this before. Do you think football? You think football's coming back? The real question is college. The real question for me is, are these kids going to go back to college first semester? And then if we get hit with a second wave, then what? Are they going to go back to second semester? And then what? We're going to get hit with a third wave the next year? Like, I don't know. It's insane. It's really a tricky subject. It is really such a weird time in life. I don't even know what to say. But what are you going to do? Like, what are you going to do? Like I said, if you're watching this and I'm scaring you, dude, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep working hard. Keep working freaking hard. That's all you can do. The best thing you can do is try to hope that the world's not going to end, and just like prepare yourself for when the world gets back to normal and people are like, oh, it's finally back to normal, but I'm still in the same place where I used to be. Don't do that. Prepare that the world is gonna get back to normal. You know, don't bet on the end, because a lot of times that shit does not happen. That's not the best bet, is to bet on the end of the world. It's truly not the best bet. I know sometimes it's like, oh my God, the world's gonna end, but it has not ended yet. You know what I'm saying? We are still here. We're moving. We are operating. People are still operating, and the successful people are gonna, maneuver through this shit. Successful people are going to maneuver through this shit, and when it all is wiped away, the fog clears, the smoke goes away. It's those who are prepared and ready for this shit that's really going to come out on top. So even me myself, I found myself like, dude, are all these businesses going to go out? It's a crazy time. Like, it's really a crazy time. But hopefully so some states are opened up, so I'm sure like other perspectives are completely different. But personally, where I am, it's like, damn, bro, like this shit's been locked down for months. Bro, it's June 12th. We're low-key still on lockdown. And we've been on lockdown since March. March, April, May, June. 4 fucking months, dude. That's sketch, bro. That's a little sketch. That's sketchy as hell. No wonder people are burning down fucking police housing and shit. It's fucking insane. People are insane right now. It's craziness. People are not in their right state of mind. We're in a crazy world right now. I don't know what to say. It's crazy. I was about to start singing, yo. But I forgot the lyrics. Damn it, yo. But yo, I'm really trying to go fishing, bro. I'm trying to land some fish. I'm trying to land some big ass fish. It's really frustrating when you go fishing and you catch like small little things, stuff like that. But I got some really cool ideas for fishing, and so I got some really cool ideas. But it's all in the works. It's all a work in progress. But like I said, you can't even go out and buy any gear. You can't do any of that. Like, it's insane. Like, why can you go to Walmart and Target, but you can't go to Dick's? Like, they sell food and stuff. What? No one's getting sick there, though. So then why can't we? It's insane. It's insane. And I just got to say, it's all political, bro. It's all political. It's all manipulation, dude. I just got to say, and also a lot of people on social media, Instagram, A lot of these Instagram followers, y'all are quick as hell to repost something. Y'all are quick as hell to repost something that may or may not be true. Like, and you don't even care if it's not true or not. You're just repost it. It's so ignorant. You guys are so easily manipulated. It's insane. Not you personally, who's ever watching, but dude, just people like you. I hop on social media. I'm like, these fucking people are so easily manipulated. They're doing the dirty work. You're doing the person's dirty work for you. Like that. People that are funding all this crazy protest, they're not out there protesting. That, like, why is no one talking about that? Why is nobody talking about these political leaders that where they're not at the protest, but they're gonna want your vote, right? They're gonna ask you to vote and said that they funded this. They're not out there risking themselves. It's pure manipulation. It's pure manipulation. And a lot of people just aren't thinking for themselves, man. A lot of people are not thinking for themselves. It's a crazy time in this world. But that's what happens when you live in a fucking the most populated state per square mile. Fuck that, dude. Fuck that, for real. At the end of the day, fuck that. At the end of the day, dude. Nope. Not here. Not for me, bro. Everything's shut down right now. I can only go to Walmart and like a park. And then there's certain, dude, the park is like shut down and just one little part of the park is open. That's stupid. Then everybody just goes to the one part. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Like, I just can't stand it. I cannot stand it, bro. Like, New Jersey, you're losing a fucking resident. Boom, right here, baby. And I don't care. You can't afford nothing in New Jersey anyways. You got to be a freaking rich ass worker. It's absurd. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But dude, they need to send these kids back to college. They need to send these kids back to school. And what are the kids going to do? There's no summer camp. It's crazy. I don't even know if kids go to summer camp anymore, but there's no camp. Can't send these kids to camp. Elementary school, I'm sure there's plenty of parents that don't want the schools to open because they've been manipulated by this freaking corona news, which is insane, which is insanity. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I don't got the solutions, but I got to get out of this state for sure. For sure. Honestly. Yeah, it's crazy. The really, really liberal states are just it's a little, I mean, New Jersey is really not that bad, but California is insane. California is insane. I would never go to California, truthfully. It's just too much craziness there. You have the super rich living on the top of the mountain, and then you have poor people living at the bottom of the city, in the same city. That's just that's just ready for destruction. That's ready for eruption. That's a volcano waiting to erupt. You have the super, super elite living at the top of the freaking Calabasas Hills, Hollywood Hills. Like, that's insane. It's insane. No wonder it doesn't work. No wonder California is insane. California is insane. Get the fuck out of here, bro. That's the only problem, dude. That's the biggest problem I have with this whole craziness is nobody's thinking for themselves. You watch a 10-minute video and easily, all right, I'll just believe this video. Like, what the fuck? You can't even start questioning the video. Start thinking for yourself, for God's sakes, man. And then what? And then this election's coming up. Okay, Trump's an asshole. Trump should not be the president of the United States. But Joe Biden, this is the answer? What the fuck? No, I don't want either of them. No. I don't want it's like, what do you do? Then what do you do? I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. It's insane. What are you gonna do? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, what are you gonna do? This is inevitable. It's evolution. It's inevitable. Eventually, we're gonna have to somewhat bond together and say, no, fuck this, dude. Trump's a prick face. Like, he's kind of ruining our country. Even though I don't really think Trump is I think Trump is like a puppet. I don't think Trump is really having the power as a president. I think there's probably this is some conspiracy shit. I think there's some powerful ass people that are really doing, like, pulling the strings, making laws and doing business shit. And I think Trump is just out there. He might be completely insane. Like, he might really think he's the president and people are like convincing him shit. But I think he's really just stirring the pot. I think that's all he's there for, is just to make mass chaos, which is terrible. Like, why? No, this is not good. This is not good. I don't know. I just don't know. Like everything is open right now. Like all the doors for conspiracies and all the craziness, all the doors are open because nobody knows. Nobody knew about Corona. No one still knows. All the numbers are still, the CDC is dismissing everything they said originally. Like it's insane. It's an insane world we're living in. And all I got to say, I got nothing to say. I got nothing to say. But what are you going to do? The only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start reading. I'm really going to start reading this summer. I've been reading hardcore, but I got some books. I'm going to really try to upgrade my library. And just get away from all this craziness, all this madness. Just really work on my videos, work on my podcasting, and just have information to talk about. Talk about fun ass stuff, man. Like I'm willing to talk. I'm willing to talk about all this craziness going on, especially like I said, this is a solo podcast, and I'm doing a lot of hand movements. But this is a solo podcast, so it's like me trying to think of stuff to talk about. When I'm talking to someone else, it's going to be a lot more. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be there. It's going to be another human talking to another human, not me having to like suffocate under all this craziness that the world is living in. At least I can talk to another human about that stuff. But I'm not even that big on social media anyways. I don't have a Twitter. I don't have Snapchat. I only post on Instagram to, try to post and stuff like that. Try to get some people to watch the podcast. If you want to check out my personal Instagram, LukeVaughn9, I'll throw that link in the description. So if you want to check that out. But yeah, it's a crazy world we're living in right now, man. It's a crazy world we're living in right now. And all I got to say is we let Jeffrey Epstein off the hook. Jeffrey Epstein was the guy that we needed to secure we had the mastermind, all the politicians, all of them. Maybe not all of them, but all of them, right? The bankers, all of them, the scientists, all of them, the Nobel Prize winners, all of them were all going, not all of them, but they were all going to Jeffrey Epstein's freaking fuck island, and they were raping little girls. They were molesting little 12 and 11-year-old girls, child sex trafficking. Dude, the most powerful people in the world. We caught him. We caught the guy. We put him in maximum security, and we killed him, and we lied to the people, and the people just blew it off. Oh, Jeffrey Epstein, he's just a fucking creepy child. No, he's not. No, he has all the powerful people in the world. We're going there and fucking these kids, freaking the Clintons and the fucking and bankers and scientists. We caught the OG conspiracy, the mother of conspiracies in all this madness right now. We still got Jeffrey Epstein, and he was killed, and there was no camera, and there was this, and there was that, and the security was falling asleep. It all plays. It's so easy. It's the green button. We got the green button on the guy, and we let it slip out of our freaking hands. What are you gonna do? Like, what are you going to do with this shit, man? Now this video is going to get shadow banned. Now this video is going to be hidden on YouTube, which is insane. But Jeffrey Epstein, bro, we coming for you, dog. The conspirators are coming for you now. I'm just kidding. I'm not a crazy fucking conspirator. But, dude, you can't tell me that Jeffrey Epstein's not. Like, that's the one. That's the mother of all. That's the mother of all. The freaking politicians and the super powerful people are child sex trafficking. There's no way. There's no fucking way. That's not true. There's no way. That's crazy. You're crazy. You're just crazy. You're making things up. No. It was, bro, look at this picture of Bill Clinton in the Oval Office wearing a dress, pointing. Come on. Jeffrey Epstein owned that man. He owned him. Come on. It's crazy to me that no one's putting a finger on this damn thing. It is crazy. We're gonna let it blow off. Coronavirus blew up. George Floyd and all this blew up. And don't tell me that Black Lives Matter isn't funded by white politicians that are just looking for a vote, that are the same people that are a part of this Jeffrey Epstein shit. Bro, I just got to say, dog, that's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying, dog. And watch, this video is going to get shadow banned for that, bro. No one's going to view this video because of that. And, bro, if you know me, you got to give this video a thumbs up. Drop a comment. Let this video reach more people. Try to share it because I'm telling you, bro, This shit is fucked up, bro. Jeffrey Epstein is the guy, bro. We got him, bro. We had him. And they killed him. Oh, he killed himself. And then 60 Minutes like, no, he got strangled. It's like, oh, yeah, we're just going to forget about that. And no one talks about it. No one talks about it. What the fuck? I sound like a chicken. What the like, come on, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. It really gets your head turning, though. I'll be honest. It really gets your head turning. But dude, then you find out like all the people like the government be killing about all these conspiracy shit, bro. It's crazy, bro. I'm telling you, we're living in a crazy world, bro. I'm just trying to get a farm and I'm just trying to freaking build a freaking. Yo, I saw this video. I think I low-key think I might do this. Like I said before, you know, my dream, I'm trying to get some land and maybe have some animals and be kind of self-sustainable. Have my podcast on my land, all that stuff. All that cool stuff, for real. I'll be honest with you guys. So I'm thinking about possibly building a container house. So, dude, like a cargo container house. I'll put a picture right here. But yeah, dude, turning like a container cargo and turning it into a house. Maybe building onto it. Maybe putting 2 cargos. Who knows? But I think that's, excuse me. I think that is so fascinating. I think it is very cool. I think it is very interesting. It's actually very minimalistic and it's pretty cheap to do. So I might do that at a young age. I might do that within the next year or so. I'm really gonna try to build this podcast and build my vlog up so I can maybe start making some money off that. So I can start investing into my plan and my journey. I really want to start doing that. So guys, please smash that like button. Please subscribe. Please check out my Instagram, YouTube, my personal vlogs. Please check out all my stuff. All the links will be in the description. Thank you so much. Like I said, I'm going to be having guests on. I'm going to be talking to a whole bunch of different people, so please stay tuned for that. This is the Keepin' It Real podcast. I'm your boy, Luke Vaughn. I'll be posting plenty of quality content, plenty of content within the next few days, weeks. So, I'm really trying to take this podcast serious. So God bless you guys for listening. Thank you so much. Take it easy. Be safe. Stay sane. Stay safe. Smash that like button. Drop a comment. For real though, take it easy. Thank you.